Now that I have a moment, let's talk about this Dwayne Youngblood Bishop T.D. Jakes situation. While I have a minute, let's go. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your girl Catrice, and if you are new, welcome to Cocktail Hour with Catrice. Okay, I hope that you all are doing well. Listen, really quickly, I want to share with you all my thoughts about this ongoing Bishop T.D. Jakes versus Dwayne Youngblood lawsuit. Now, first of all, let me just say this to you all. A lot of people are shocked that the bishop has actually filed a lawsuit against someone because they're so used to him not saying anything. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all. I'm not gonna say pleasantly shocked because it gives you something to talk about, but what I'm shocked about is the response from Dwayne Youngblood. So we all know that he went on the podcast and gave a backstory about all the bishops that tried to touch him when he was an 18-year-old man, which he could have went to the police and said something back then. I don't know anyway, it wasn't like he was a 16-year-old boy, and I'm not downplaying the alleged grooming situation. Let me just say this to you all. If he was 16, I feel like this would be a bigger thing. If you're 18, 19, you can go to the police. You can file it, like you can file a report, right? So anyway, he says that the bishop, well, first of all, he started off by saying that it was a number of other bishops who, I don't know why you would tell the story and then not say that you filed a suit or sent not a cease and desist, but a letter basically stating that you need something from them too. For the other men of God that allegedly tried to touch him or groom him or whatever, like, why are you just singling out just Bishop T.D. Jakes? And then it was almost like he was blaming the alleged grooming and or whatever, not the fact that he allegedly loves men, but the fact of like the grooming as to why he turned around and started to allegedly SA children. I don't know Dwayne Youngblood, okay, I really don't, but there's nothing about that portion of the story that is believable to me. And I'm going to tell you all why. And I'm not, and y'all hear me out, you know how I am. I'm not trying to downplay SA or anything of that nature, but the man of God should have just came out and said, listen, I want money. Instead of you going on a podcast and basically giving this whole diatribe and timeline of what has happened to you in your past and why you decided to turn around and actually touch and SA children, you turn around and you blame what you did onto someone else, lacking, in my opinion, accountability, which we all know over here on Cocktail Hour with Catrice is important. Then the man of God turns around and hires an attorney who is known for allegedly trying to extort people to request. Now this is the part that gets on my nerves. He requests allegedly $6 million in this letter. And I'm thinking to myself, from my opinion, from where I'm standing, from what I've heard, I was like, $6 million. I was like, this is gonna sound really bad, but that's for the poors. No one requests like that is the worst number on the planet. Whoever came up with that number is not smart. So I don't know who he's co-conspiring with, but $6 million is not and first of all, it's not smart to ask anyone for money to say, okay, I'm gonna dead the story when the story's already out. Smart much? Not really. But then you request this lowballing number, which is the ghetto for like, do y'all not know what this man is worth? And you're gonna $6 million? That's like chump change to the bishop. Like, that's piss away money. That's nothing. Anyway, so he requests allegedly $6 million or whatever. The bishop was like, you know what? I'm going to file this lawsuit because I be daggone if you're going to sit up here and try to extort me for a measly $6 million. Sir, the ghetto. So fast forward, they give Dwayne Youngblood time to respond to this lawsuit because they assumed that he had counsel because the counsel sent the letter allegedly. Child, the man, I don't know what's going on with these people. They're not smart. And stop listening to people on YouTube telling y'all what to do. Who responds to the court without an attorney? Anyway, he responds to the court on his own using ChatGPT Chat GPT to respond to this lawsuit, child, and has the audacity with his grown self. Now, this at 18, 19, he sends a response with pictures. Now, keep in mind, I did watch another content creator, young content creator, so he's younger than me, okay? He's probably like in his 20s or something like that. And he said that the bishop was not pictured in this response. That's not the truth. The bishop was definitely in this response because he was the bishop holding the staff in the middle. Bishop just looked different back then because he was poor. He didn't have 2024 Bishop T.D. Jakes money. Okay, so the bishop was there. His skin was jacked up. That's in probably because of the water that was coming through the bottom of the card. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna go to hell. Give me a sec. Sorry. Okay, let me get it together. But the bishop was in fact pictured. Okay, he was there. But he responds with, a quick little ChatGPT breakdown, which he probably downloaded the ChatGPT for lawyers. Per some of my legal colleagues that write articles for a living as an attorney, it's not wise to use the legal version of ChatGPT. That's just an FYI. That's the only advice I'm going to give. No, that's probably a lie. That's what I'm going to give to Dwayne Youngblood. If you're going to do it, just use regular ChatGPT, child. Like there's really no difference. It's AI, okay? So he includes pictures of himself when he was 18 and 19 years old, talking about, this is me when I was singing in the choir, leading praise and worship or whatever, when I met the bishop. Nobody cares. They want you to prove to them that the bishop allegedly tried to kiss you. And on top of that, it's like you went on a podcast to allege not that the bishop tried to touch your private, not to say that the bishop push up on the wall and try to do some things that's in the corn videos. You allege that the bishop he hugged you and then tried to kiss you, and then called you from the bathtub the next morning and said, you're going to be my side piece in Philly or Pennsylvania. What? There's no way in this world that first of all, I don't bring anyone on my show anyway, if I do go live. But there's no way in this world that I would have had anybody on my channel to allege anything like that. Like, the man told us that he almost got kissed. I've heard way worse about other people than that. That is my only piece of shade for today. I'm probably lying right now. So let me also go, because a couple of weeks ago, I was listening. Again, I've been working a lot. So if you all I've been missing you all like crazy, but your girl has been working like too much actually. But I was heading home from my office, which I rarely go, but when I do go, it's about 40 minutes away from my house. So I have a lot of time to listen to content, and someone went live or whatever, and they were like, hey, listen, it's not wise. This was the dumbest piece of advice I had seen on social. They advised the Dwayne Youngblood man to respond without counsel. And I was just like, y'all just pray for the people. Y'all, especially if you have, because I did a little research on Dwayne Youngblood when he first came out with this, and he was supposed to be some wealth builder. So, and that's who he was on social. His IG page is now down. Conveniently, it's gone. It's wiped off the internet. So, I thought he was a wealth builder. I thought he was helping people to get money. Now he's responding, saying without counsel, saying that he works a part-time job, which I heard is true, and that he doesn't have any money. You should have thought about this before you had that lawyer allegedly send that letter to the bishop requesting $6 million to shut up about an alleged kiss after dinner. Like, girl, it is the level of witchery and trickery. And then these people is like in our face talking about there's nothing here. This is a nothing burger. Like, you're not Trump, okay? It's more than a, and I don't normally take up for the bishop. I really don't. Y'all know how I am, but here's where I have a problem. Do not pee on my leg and call it rain. Okay? Oh, you peeing on my leg. Oh, it's a thunderstorm outside. there's a lot of that going on that I've been witnessing on the social here on YouTube, of people telling you, there's no there, don't look over here. For God's sake, don't look over here, because you're going to find everything that you need. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just really wish that people, and I really want y'all to notice something, because I have had a little bit of time, like a small window to go live, but I have not, because it's better when you just shut up. I just really, and then Dwayne Youngblood's brother came out, who has alleged a similar situation. He came out with a video basically calling the bishop a homosexual. And I was like, so you're doing, like, this is the type of stuff that gets y'all hemmed up. You gotta be careful. Like, I'm not saying that he's not, but I don't know. What I will say is this is what I'm going to say. If he is, I highly doubt that either Dwayne or Richard are the bishop's type. If I'm going to tell y'all this, based upon what I've seen and the people that I've seen him follow online, Dwayne, like, even when you showed that picture of yourself when you were 18 and 19 years old, girl, like, what? No, I have seen some of the men that have made allegations about the bishop, and there is no way that, in my opinion, that Dwayne or Richard are the bishop's type. Now, that's just, and if he was to like men, it's a strong possibility, but it ain't none of my business. Okay, this has nothing to do with the stuff that I've been covering really online about Bishop and the family, because I'm talking about Michelle and all that other stuff. But, sir, I don't even think that you were the bishop's type. But if he liked men, like, I would assume he liked better looking men. But maybe just maybe he liked that country look. Or maybe his taste has evolved. We don't know. Lastly, the bishop has responded. Well, his legal team has responded again. Okay, this was on, so I think it was Monday. Okay, the team has responded again, and this time they're saying, We know that you have people that you're alleging that are co-conspirators. I think it's 7 of them. I'm sorry, 7 signed affidavits, apparently. They even have the brother's video transcript on Zach. And I'm like, y'all, for those of you all who are involved in this, it would just behoove you to just stop talking. I just don't know. I was like, what convinced Richard Youngblood to come out to say anything about the bishop, knowing that your brother is in trouble? He's in trouble, girl. He is in trouble. And I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Now, if you are used to my channel, then you know that I do not condone any violence towards children, grooming, none of that. No essay, no nothing. I don't think that this was the case. I mean, now, I'm going to be honest with you. He said that he alleged that the bishop tried to kiss him. He didn't land it, because he didn't say that he actually did it. So I was like, this is a sticky situation, and I would have never come up with this. And apparently, like, there's a couple of correctional officers or whatever that are wrapped up into the co-conspirator category. I am just wondering, did this man just sit in prison and just create this story, this narrative, just so he can get out and get a quick buck? Because that's what it's giving. It's giving a money grab. And if he was really smart and listened to people that have some sense, he would have went about this a different way, number one. And number two, if from based upon what I've heard, now this is not, don't take this as law, y'all. This is just hearsay. Okay, this is all alleged. But from what I've heard about the bishop and whatever payoffs that he may have done, allegedly have done, or whatever, $6 million is not even in the vocabulary. I have not heard of anything less than 25, and that's just a rumor. Okay, I ain't saying it's true, but I heard 25. So not only did you try to allegedly extort the bishop like a fool over an alleged kiss, if I had $1 for every woman that was allegedly almost kissed by a man, I would have to work it again. I would work again. Do you know how many men try to force themselves to try to force a kiss on a woman on a daily basis? Sir, it's a like you did it land? No. But that might sound like I'm okay with the bishop doing. I ain't okay with it. I'm not okay with any pastor or bishop allegedly trying to harm a person. But if it didn't land, then this is a big old fat nothing burger, and it's giving get back on a couple different levels. It's giving people are mad, they're upset, or maybe even okay, I know he's worth all this money, so I'm gonna get my cut. He's gonna pay me regardless because I heard of what he's done for other people. It's giving it's giving greed. It's giving money grab. It's giving not smart. And I'm hoping and praying that maybe the bishop has mercy on you, because I mean, how dare you try to extort a person? Again, I don't agree with everything that the bishop has done, who he's been to a lot of different people from things that I've heard and witnessed myself from my own situation, but it's giving foolishness. It's not giving wise. This was not a wise move. This does not give wise counsel. That's why y'all need one. I have a wise counsel that I talk to offline about stuff, even about things that's going on in the church sector or whatever. This is not giving wise counsel. This is giving, I need a quick payday, I need some money, I want to survive. And I heard that he gives out payoffs. Because I've actually heard that more often on YouTube than not about the bishop giving out payouts, excuse me. And it would make sense as to why Dwayne would come out with the story now and then try to ask for a measly ghetto $6 million from Bishop T.D. Jakes. Like, girl, this was not wise. This was stupid. And I think that you need to do better, Dwayne. Like, who's advising you? Who's advising Dwayne Youngblood? I think that the best advice should come from a licensed attorney, someone that has a JD. Okay? It should come from a person that has a JD. Not just people that you deem as wise and that can get you a quick payday. This was not smart. And honestly, I really don't feel bad for Dwayne Youngblood. And that might sound really cruel and really mean, but you kind of did this to yourself, sir. Sorry, not sorry.